Alright, what do you got for me today, bud?
Just make sure you touch on a few of the key points there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, nice to see you, Mr. Merritt. It's an honor to have you in the studio. I can't wait to speak with you.
I can't wait to speak with you too.
Thank you. Alright, so as you were saying, oh, yeah, no, I see what you did here.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that part. Yeah, that part's a good part. Alright.
Yeah.
See you on the other side, bud.
Good luck.
Alright, let's get this started. Alright. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. The arsonist had oddly shaped feet. Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Good evening, America. I'm Benjamin Hammond, and this is your afternoon news at 1 o'clock. Our top story tonight, the extremely violent Mexican drug cartels and their effect on the government and economy of Mexico. During the last century, violence in Mexico has skyrocketed due to the increase in drug organizations known as drug cartels. Drug cartels are organizations with the primary purpose of illicitly controlling drug trafficking operations throughout Mexico and many neighboring borders. Stuart Young, the assistant professor of law at the University of Michigan, wrote, and I quote, "Due to drug cartel activities and violent acts carried out by drug cartels, there has been over 60,000 people killed in narcotic-related violence in Mexico from 2006 to 2011. Many of these innocent lives lost had no drug cartel affiliation whatsoever." With more on this tragic story, I take you now to English 102's Joseph Bowling.
Thank you, Ben. Cartels have been using violent tactics to prove to the Mexican government of their superiority and legitimacy. In May of 2012, the cartels decapitated 14 people and left their headless bodies in front of City Hall in Nuevo Laredo. They hung more people from a bridge in that same city and left even more bodies in places frequently visited by tourists. The killings over this time period have been extremely gruesome and made very public. Felipe Calderon, the current president of Mexico, has launched a full-on drug war against the cartels with the government's principal goal to put down the drug-related violence. The Mexican government has claimed their primary focus is on dismantling the powerful drug cartels. For more on this Mexican drug war, we will go to my fellow English 102 reporter, Daniel Leverins.
The Mexican drug war has been going on for more than 8 years now, and the good news is that the Mexican government is starting to strengthen. According to Alejandro Porre, a writer for Americans Quarterly, wrote, "The Mexican government's enhanced intelligence capabilities in close collaboration with U.S. agencies has allowed Mexico to either kill or arrest 21 of the 37 most wanted criminals or leaders of cartels. Also, the Mexican government has managed to seize over 9,500 tons of drugs that will never reach the U.S. public or get in the hands of Mexican children. And they have captured 122,000 weapons since 2006. The Mexican drug war is far from over, and violence is still at an all-time high. But it is good to hear that the Mexican government has been one step ahead of the cartels for some time now. And with the increased technology and intelligence, it seems that the Mexican government will win this strategic battle against the cartels." Back to you at the station, Ben.
Wow, it's great to hear that Mexico is finally getting a handle on the situation. I'm now sitting with Nick Merrick, expert of drug cartels in Mexico, and he will be discussing with me the effects of the cartels on the Mexican economy. So tell me, Mr. Merrick, what effect has the cartels had on the Mexican economy?
Well, Ben, the Mexican cartels affected the economy in Mexico in a very substantial way.
First off, in a study titled Economic Consequences of Drug Trafficking Violence, Gustavo Robles, the writer of the study and professor at Central University, writes, and I quote, "Economic activity in Mexico has accelerated in recent years."
The economy has grown at an average rate of 1.4% since 2006, which is the lowest it has been in the past 26 years, due to a large spending for the Mexican drug war. This drug war has hindered the Mexican economy in a huge way, but currently eliminating the drug cartels is much more important than any other issue in Mexico. And although the economy is taking a blow from it, it is extremely important that these cartels be stopped.
Wow, that's interesting. Now my next question is, have these cartels affected tourism rates in Mexico? And as a result from that, has that affected the economy of Mexico?
Yes, tourism has been greatly affected by drug cartels. Tim Josephs, an economic professor at Duke University, reported in an online statement that tourism is currently Mexico's fourth largest source of revenue for their country. And with the growing violence from the cartels in cities such as Tijuana, Acapulco, and even Cancun, their tourism rates have also dropped in their cities. With tourism rates dropping in some of the most lucrative cities, the economy is going to be affected by that in a detrimental way.
Wow, such a tragedy. But with that being said, many Americans would like to know, is it still safe to travel or vacation in Mexico with all this violence and devastation taking place?
Great question. Yes, it is safe to travel to Mexico in some areas. I would avoid or at least take caution to areas in Mexico such as Tijuana, Mazatlan, and Monterrey. These areas are probably a no-go. Destinations I would suggest are Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, and even Playa del Carmen. If you are going to vacation in Mexico, I would suggest going online and researching the area you're planning to vacation just in case.
From all of us here at the Oliver Hall Studio, this is your English 102 News at 1 p.m. Stay classy, KU.